Oh no! I was so close! Electric types are pretty amazing in the Kanto Cup. And this video I'm gonna showcase two of them. Electrode with Foul Play and Discharge as charge moves. And Alolan Graveler with Volt Switch, Stone Edge and Rock Blast as charge moves. They are really solid. I really enjoy Electrode in the safe swap position in particular, because it hits a lot of the meta for super effective damage. It can hit super effective damage on Hypno and Marowak with the Foul Plays, super effective on Lapras with the Discharges, and then the rest it just hits for hard neutral damage. The only thing it really has to worry about are ground types, but luckily they aren't that common. Then as lead I decided to go with Alolan Marowak with Fire Spin, Shadow Bone and Bone Club, but you'll see later on I decided to go with Fire Blast instead of Bone Club, just because I wasn't using Bone Club that much and I kind of struggled with Snorlaxes, so having the Fire Blast there really helps in that matchup. There are a lot of other electric types you could use as well, like Raichu or Alolan Golem, and I think they all have a lot of play. They're very flexible in this meta, given that there aren't many ground types. So let's hope that remains that way. But we'll see. Maybe after this video they'll start becoming more common. We'll see. Anyway, this match we led into a Omastar, which is really bad for my team. But as you can see, he shoots down. He kills my Marowak right here though, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna reach the. I'm not sure if I'm gonna reach the Discharge right here, but I barely do. Does his skill though? I mean, Discharge is not that strong of a move, but Electrode there's a decent attack stat, and Omastar is really squishy and it does KO. That's very nice. That's a good game. Alright, Haunter into Marowak. That's not great. I'm gonna safe swap my Electrode right here. He swaps to the Graveler, which is absolutely awful. But honestly, in this team, Electrode is probably the best matchup I have for Graveler. Because the Foul Plays hit for neutral, at least. I just need to use my shields here and hope I can hit him with a Foul Play. Let's see, I kind of hope he lets this through, because it will do some decent damage, but it actually does less than I thought it would. He's still in the yellow, way outside of farm range for Marowak. I'm just gonna let this go anyway though. I do have a shield. He burns all his energy there on the Stone Edge. This is a Mudshot Graveler, by the way, and you can't get Mudshot Graveler anymore, even with an Elite TM. It's one of those like really like legacy moves that you can't even get with Elite TM, because it was I think it's like an illegal move in the main series or whatever. I don't know. You can't. Important thing is you can't get it anymore unless you trade for it or you caught it back then. So that's really rare. Really awesome pick though. All right, brings in the Lapras. This is pretty decent. I mean, he led with the Haunter. So I might be able to farm both mons down. But honestly, like a Surf on the Graveler would still do a bunch of damage. Alright, he swaps to Haunter now. I just need to get to 2 Rock Blasts before he gets to a Shadow Ball. I think I might be able to. Get to the Rock Blast. Ooh, gets the Shadow Punch. That's not great. Do I survive though? Yeah, Graveler is... It's not that squishy. It's not tanky either, but it's not that squishy. Get the Rock Blast. Haunter's really squishy, so even though that's a pretty weak move, it does kill. He has to burn energy on the Lapras, and he's currently 2 Ice Shards away from another Surf, so hopefully I can kill him in 2 Fire Spins. And I am able to. That's a good game right there. Alright, Marowak into Graveler. Another Volt Switch user. This guy knows what's up. Not a good lead for Marowak though. Graveler wins that in the equal shield scenarios. Brings in the Dragonair. I'm so hoping he takes his the Stone Edge, and he does. It does so much damage. That's the awesome thing about Graveler. Stone Edge just does so much damage even against his counters. I hit one on a Venusaur too later, and it does so much. It's just crazy. He brings in the Graveler. I'm not expecting him to take another move, so I go for the Shoot Bait, but he takes it. And as you can see, Rock Blast is so weak. It doesn't do much. I go for another Rock Blast. At this point, I just want to chip him or take shields. No need to go for the Stone Edge. I go for another Rock Blast right here. And I'm still not in a great spot because my Electrode can't farm this down. Though he does let this go, and it's a CMP tie, which is just amazing. That's really, really good for me. I bring in Electrode, and he has so much energy, but I got a no shield. I'm expecting a Rock Blast, and it is a Rock Blast. Luckily, brings in his Marowak. I just want to burn a shield here or take a lot of health, put him into Bone Club range. And it does get shielded. At this point, he's in Shadow Bone range, which is really good for me. He gets off a move. I got a shield just in case it's a Shadow Ball. And even if I shoot a Bone Club, I'm still finer. I still get to the Shadow Bone. This will do a lot of damage. Put him deep into the red. There we go. Farm him down. He brings back his Golem. And I just Bone Club these. Very nice. These battles are for my stream, by the way. There are some practice battles and some GBL battles mixed in. So if you want to see these live, watch my reactions live, watch my analysis live, come check me out over at twitch.tv/tactical. I'll be streaming again like right after this video launches. Alright, we had a Snorlax lead, which is awful for Marowak. But I just swap into my Electrode and hope I can either get some chip or he swaps something in I can burn shields off of. It is Wigglytuff. I'm hoping for a shield right here, but no, this guy knows what's up. Discharge doesn't kill, unfortunately. But now I can farm down. Alright, but he probably brings in the Snorlax again, which is not great. I mean, Graveler takes super effective damage from a superpower. So I got a shield here. It does like 70%, so I really can't take it. Right, goes for the superpower. And he brings in Marowak, and I actually have a chance here. If I can get rid of this Marowak, and I can outpace the Snorlax to a charge move, I might have this game in the bag. But yeah, in uneven shield scenario, Marowak can just get to 2 Bone Clubs and kill me, because a Bone Club does like 60%. That's the only downfall of Alolan Graveler. With equal energy, it's a counter, or equal energy and equal shields, it's a Marowak counter. But once Marowak gets a shield advantage, he usually does win. I get to the Rock Blast right here though, but you're gonna see the Rock Blast is pretty weak move, so it doesn't even kill. I swap into my Marowak here to catch a charge move, but it's just Shadow Bone, and this is actually good for me because now his Snorlax gets less lick farm down, less energy. I just need to get to a Rock Blast right before he gets to the superpower. Do I get it? I get it. Oh no, so one close. Turn. That was one turn. I almost had him. Well played by my opponent. Like, good energy management there. GG's. Alright, Marowak into Lapras. Another not that great lead, but it's manageable. Shadow Bone still do a lot. I do decide to swap out though, because I've got 2 good Lapras counters in the back. I don't shoot the Surf, it doesn't do that much. He brings in his Marowak, which is awesome. I can get some foul plays off here. He's gonna have to shoot one of them, or give up switch advantage. I throw another one. Does he shield here? Let's see. He doesn't decide to shield, and as you can see, it does quite a bit. I mean, it doesn't do enough. It doesn't do enough. Foul play is not the strongest move. But it does do a bunch in where I can almost farm this Marowak down now. I just take the Shadow Bone. I kind of want to save shields for Graveler, because the Surf from Lapras would do a lot of damage versus Graveler. So I will need to save a shield. Yeah, farm him down now. Go for the Shadow Bone right away, because I'm expecting the Lapras to come back in. There it is. And well, at this point, I probably gotta switch out to my Graveler. Hope he has something weak to Graveler back, and it's the Zapdos. That's really nice. This is kind of how the team is supposed to function. You lure out their electric answer, and then you sweep with the other electric type, which is pretty fun. I always like those kind of double up team style teams. They don't always work that well. But in this meta, this double electric line did work pretty amazing. Alright, we see the Lapras come in. He's now burned all his energy. All I need is 2 Volt Switches to kill. There we go. That's a good game. It's a real good game. Alright, Mach, this is awful. Really bad matchup for Marowak. I go into my Electrode, and he brings in Hypno. Another with energy advantage. Is a pretty decent matchup for my Electrode. He throws a move. This could be a Shadow Ball, so I'm shielding because it would kill. Just a Thunder Punch, so nice bait by my opponent. I have 2 foul plays ready though, so he's gonna have to shield one of them. Another foul play coming in. He's gonna have to shield if he wants to keep his Hypno alive. And right here, my opponent overfarms. He gets a bit greedy. He could have just thrown the Thunder Punch right there and killed me, but no. He underestimated the energy gain of Electrode, and I was able to get another foul play off. Right here, Muk comes back in. I go for the Discharge, and well, this is gonna do some nice chip damage to the Muk. There we go, Electrode going off right there, bringing the Graveler to take the energy. I'm just gonna no-shoot the first one. He has another one which I have to shoot. It would kill me, and like I can't farm down without having to expand the shield with Marowak at that range. It's the Wigglytuff, and right here you see why. This is kind of why I swapped to Fire Blast. It's for the Snorlax, but also for the Wigglytuff. Look at this. He's not gonna expect it, and I blast him right in the face. Very nice. Now he has the Muk. And this game is pretty much over. He has to charge up to 2 moves right there, but like he can't get there. So he just lets this go. He knew it was game over. So GG's. All right, this battle was a really good battle. It's actually versus Valerash, another great content creator on Twitch. So go check him out. He's one of the best battlers in the world, definitely. So we always have some great battles. It's a Mirror Elite, but again, I don't have Bone Club, so I'm assuming he does have Bone Club. And Mason Valerash is a beast at baiting, so I know I'm gonna lose it anyway. I swap to my Electrode, hopefully to lure out an electric counter, but he decides to stay in, which is not great. I go for another foul play, and actually double shields. I'm 2 shields up right now, and we CMP tie there, which is awesome. But he makes an amazing undercharge. Good call from his side. He gets like 3 extra fire spins, or 3 fire spins farm right there, which is huge. I'm gonna shoot right there expecting the Shadow Bone, but he Bone Clubs. Like, really good bait. Really good bait. And now we're gonna CMP tie, which is horrible. I let go. I kinda expect a Bone Club right there, but even if it's Shadow Bone, I gotta let it go. Need to save shoot for my Graveler. Alright, I undercharge here as well, but I should have undercharged a little more. I only get 1 fire spin here. And he brings in his, I think his Muk is coming in now. Yeah, its Muk comes in. It's not great. Going to Graveler, my only option. Go for the Stone Edge, but it doesn't come through because he's to the Dark Pulse like slightly quicker. Alright, do I fire it? Alright, he brings in his Poliwrath, and this is where I think Alolan Golem would be a better option than Graveler. Because Alolan Golem has access to Wild Charge, and it would have been able to one-shot the Poliwrath, and then also throw another Wild Charge at the Muk. So I think if I would run this team again, I would probably run it with maybe Alolan Raichu for some extra fighting resist, or Alolan Graveler for the heavy, or Alolan Golem, I mean, for the heavy electric damage. But that was a good game. Good baits by Valerash. So really well played. All right, Machamp. This is not a great matchup without Bone Club. I think this is where you really want Bone Club. But I can still double shield here. Even if he baits me, I get him really low with just the fire spin damage. So I'm just gonna shield everything, and he does bait me. Like usual, I think every Machamp has baited me so far. So I think next time I should just no-shield that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna shield the Rock Slide. At this point, I think I can almost farm down. He swaps out right there, and again, I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast. These Wigglytuff usually just no-shoot the Bone Clubs because it does no damage, but Fire Blast does so much. I throw it, I farm down, have a Shadow Bone ready for whatever he brings in. Kinda wanna save this Marowak for his Machamp though. So I'm gonna just Shadow Bone the Marowak and then swap out to my Electrode after. Don't want to farm up too much anyway. And I catch a Bone Club, which is pretty decent. Bone Club only does like 30%. That's fine. I can tank it. He makes an amazing Sack Swap right here into the Machamp. Catching my foul play, but that's fine, you know. This is actually perfect. He's not able to get a Crush Top off on my Electrode. So I'm completely fine with that. At this point, I have a Marowak with a bunch of energy. Not yet at the move, but almost there, and a Graveler to take the moves from the Marowak. So I'm just gonna take his Bone Club right here. But he actually ends up throwing a Shadow Bone, which is quite interesting. I think Bone Club only does a little more anyway, and it really didn't matter. But I would have liked to see how much it did actually. But I'm just gonna go for the Stones right here, take this game. It's a nice match, GG's. Alright, next game. We got Marowak into D-Knight. Not great, not great. Alolan Graveler into regular Graveler. This is like one of the hardest counters you can see besides Mud Slappers. Last time I ran to Alolan Graveler, I did beat that, even though it's a really hard counter to my team. So let's see what I can do here. Like these Stone Edges are resisted though, so that isn't gonna do much. I expected a Rock Blast right there and it doesn't kill. I actually get to the Stone Edge, which is quite massive actually. That's a really nice Stone Edge. Get some chip, and I have 2 shields. I'm just gonna attempt to farm down with my Marowak. That's what I did last time, so let's see if I can do it again. He throws the Rock Blast, good bait. That's unfortunate for me. I'm gonna shoot this, expecting the Stone Edge this time. And he does throw the Stone Edge. Hopefully I can farm this down. I'm just gonna keep farming. He throws a Rock Blast. I think if he just was a bit more patient, he could have gotten to the Stone Edge before I farmed him down, but he was probably afraid that I would throw a move, and it just wanted chip. I mean, that's fair. He goes to the Dragonite. I throw a Shadow Bone. This will do a bunch of damage. Oh man, bit of lag, but I go into Electrode right here, and he brings in the Hypno. And at this point, I am seeing a win condition. I think I can foul play this once and maybe farm down with my Marowak. He shoots the first one. Let's see, does this foul play do enough to where I'm able to farm down? Foul play coming in. It leaves us in the yellow, which is probably too much. Probably too much, but my opponent actually does a pretty sexy undercharge right here and gets some extra energy, so I won't be able to farm him down. Yeah, even if he didn't do it undercharge, I would have needed to throw energy, and the Dragonite, like the Dragonite would probably just farm me down before I would get to another move versus it. Alright, this is the final battle. Wigglytuff into Marowak, like another good matchup. I stay in here, and with Bone Club, this match is actually quite close because he gets to the play rough before you can farm him down, and you actually have to shield to play rough. But with Fire Blast, you just go straight forward. Usually they don't shield, they don't expect it, and then you just take that matchup. In comes the Blastoise. Since he stayed here with Marowak or with Wigglytuff, I'm expecting something else weak to Marowak in the back, so I swap it to my Electrode. I have 2 Blastoise answers in the back anyway, so I can afford to spend one, even if he brings in a hard counter to it, to my Electrode. But he brings in the Hypno. Again, this is quite nice. These foul plays add up. He has to shoot. I'm currently 2 shoots up. I'm just gonna let this go, and my Marowak can finish the job afterwards. I have 2 shoots, so I should be fine here. Though the water gun damage will definitely add up versus my Blastoise. Alright, he throws a Thunder Punch. That would not have killed, but that's fine. I just rather be safe than sorry. At this point, I got 2 shields. Might as well use them, right? Alright, brings in the Blastoise. Let's see if I can get to the move before he farms me down. And I do. I get to the Stone Edge. And this is a good game. So yeah, double electric. Works in the Kanto meta. Good games to my opponents. Again, if you want to see some Kanto Cup battles live, I'll be streaming like 2.5 hours after this video gets uploaded on Twitch. Same name as on YouTube, Toe Tactical. So if you're interested in that, come give me a follow. If you like this video, you know what to do. I'll see you guys next time.